Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a first impressions just because I love filming those, I love watching them, and I know that you enjoy them as well. So today I'm going to be trying out the new Kiko collection that they released for the 20th anniversary. So the products that I'm going to try today are from Kiko, which is a brand that I've used for years. I first tried it, I would say 5 years ago when I was in Italy. I love their products, they're completely part of my routine. And today I'm going to show you the first collection that they're doing as a part of a big collaboration with brands and designer for the 20th anniversary. And this one is with super duper handmade hats, which is just such a great idea because usually collaboration with makeup and cosmetic brands are with influencers or celebrity. This one is completely different because they actually ask designer undertake onto makeup, and I'm totally sold on this collection. First of all, the packaging is just so beautiful. Everything is pastel blue with light pink, totally up my street. But what is inside the packaging is even more up my street because the whole idea with this collection is that everything is very natural, very neutral shade. I love the nudes. I love the eyeshadow palette. It's gonna be one of my favorites. And the blusher was incredible as well. The color is super natural. In case you're wondering, that's the end result. So we're gonna switch onto the tutorial right now. But if you want more information on the products, you can head over to my blog, that's styleplayground.com. You're gonna have all the information, the prices and the links, and you can always check out the description box down below here on YouTube. So let's get started with the tutorial. So let's move on to the tutorial, and as you can see, I already applied a bit of foundation, concealer, I did my eyebrows, and I added a little bit of powder because I was a little bit too shiny for my taste, but that's about it. And I want to get started first with eyes because when I got the product, the first thing that caught my eye is the Less is Better long-lasting stick eyeshadow, and I have the shade 2. And to be honest with you, this is actually one of the first products that I tried from Kiko way back in the day. I love these sticks. These are basically cream eyeshadows in a stick that deliver a beautiful color onto the lids. They're waterproof and they stay put the whole day. I usually go for a nude color, which is exactly what this is, so this is right up my street. But I love to use them either on their own if I'm going for a very natural look, or as an eyeshadow base if I want to apply eyeshadow on top of it. So I'm gonna apply that onto my lids. So this product comes in a twist-up stick, which is just the best to travel with and just to use on a daily basis because you don't have to sharpen it. So I'm just going to roughly apply that onto my eye and just blend with my fingers. I really love these sticks because as you can see, they're so easy to apply and just blend with your fingers. And I love this shade. As I told you, this is shade number 2. It's a beautiful kind of salmon pink, which is great on its own for spring. It's a good way to inject a little bit of color onto your look, but it's also a great base for eyeshadows, which is exactly what I'm gonna do next. So for eyeshadow, we have this beautiful palette, and I think we all know how much I love a good palette. This is the Less is Better eyeshadow palette in the shade 01. It looks like this. It's very compact. It's about the size of a face powder, which is just so great to throw into your weekend bag. But the palette in itself is exactly everything that I love in a palette. You have 3 different finishes. You have matte, satin and metallic. And you can create a ton of beautiful nude looks. You can go very neutral for the day. You can add a bit of darker shades and shimmery shades for the night. And I feel like I'm gonna love this palette. So I'm gonna start with a pencil brush, and I'm just going to apply the first shade right here in the middle into the inner corner of my eyes, just to brighten up the eye area there. So I really love this shade. It's a beautiful light pink, it has a beautiful satin finish, and it brings a lot of light onto the eyes. So now I'm going to apply color all over my eyelids, and I just love to do that with a big fluffy blending brush. And I'm gonna use this shade right here, which is a beautiful light beige shade. This is the kind of thing that I love to apply onto my eyelids on a daily basis. And now I'm going to apply this third shade right here on the outer part of my eyes, just to add a little bit of definition there, but still it's gonna be very natural. So the eyeshadows are beautiful to work with. They are very creamy and so easy to blend, and I feel like all the colors kind of blend together very nicely without too much blending work, which is always good. I love this shade. It's pretty much the same shade as the eyeshadow stick that I applied, but because it goes on top of a cream, the powder is just a little bit more powerful and gives this beautiful color. Now I am going to define my crease with another blending brush, and I'm going to use the middle shade right here just to add a little bit more definition to my eyes. This is a beautiful shade. I'm going to bring it up a little bit onto the outer corner as well. I'm not going to leave it like that. I'm going to blend it with a clean brush afterwards. But I'm going to do the other side first. This would be such a great palette to travel with, especially if you're going somewhere where you know you're not going to wear makeup and heavy makeup. If you want to go for a natural look, this is amazing. So now I'm taking a clean fluffy brush and just blending all of that together so that we don't have any harsh lines or anything. And these eyeshadows blend so easily. I just absolutely love it. So that's the eyeshadow look done. Now I'm just going to curl my lashes, apply a little bit of mascara, and I'll be back in just a second. So now let's move on to blush, and I have this beautiful cream blush in the shade 01. I'm all for cream blushes because they give the most natural effect and it's just so beautiful, especially during spring and summers. I'm going to apply it with my finger just because I want to keep this look very natural, and the shade is absolutely beautiful. It's kind of this dark plum shade. Is that plum or more pink? But I just love it because it makes you look like you're just super healthy. You came back from a holiday, and it is so easy to work with. I don't know if you can see that, but it blends onto the skin like nothing else. Absolutely love this blush. And I didn't have anything in this kind of shade, so this is going to fill a really good gap in my collection. A really good tip when you're applying your blusher is that if you look straight into the mirror, you don't want to go inwards of your eyes. So you want to work the product from the center of your eyes outwards and never like onto your nose, if that makes sense. Now let's move on to highlighter, which is one of my favorite steps in my routine, and they have this fluid highlighter which looks amazing. It comes in a glass bottle. It looks exactly like a foundation. So you could totally use that underneath your foundation if you like to have a beautiful, very dewy finish. As I told you, I find that my skin is a little bit too shiny for that, so I'm just going to pump a little bit of product onto my finger and just apply it like I would with just my regular highlighter. So it looks a little bit like that. I'm going to apply a little bit up here, same on the other side, and a little bit on the cupid's bow. So again, the texture of this is very light and very easy to work with, because there's nothing that I hate more than liquid products that you apply onto your skin and they dry within seconds, and then you're left with little dots of colors. So this is a beautiful highlighter. I don't know if you can tell, but again, it looks very natural. It's beautiful. You can totally build it up, I feel like. So let's go for a little bit more, because you can never have too much highlighter on. The thing that I like the most about this highlighter is that it's not glittery. It's not very shiny. It's just a beautiful highlighting, very healthy effect. So I think I'm sold on the highlighter as well. And let's move on to the last product that I have to try out, which is a lipstick. So this is a matte lipstick. I have the shade 02, and the packaging is just beautiful. So it comes with one of those doe foot applicators, which are just the best when it comes to liquid lipstick. And I'm so curious to try that, because I recently got into really nude lipsticks and I love that. So I'm curious to see about this one. Let me just grab a mirror and I'm going to apply it. So I'm gonna apply it straight onto my lips with the applicator. I don't have anything on yet. I don't have any lip liner or lip balm. So it's gonna be a really good test. very nice to work with. That being said, I'm not too keen on the color just because I think it doesn't suit me. It's a beautiful 90s nude, but I think it's gonna be better if you're a brunette or if you have darker hair than mine, because it looks a little bit washed out on me. But the texture, it feels very comfortable. It was so easy to apply because sometimes you apply liquid lipstick on and it just gets all messy and patchy. So I love the texture. I might need to pick up another shade. So that's gonna be it for today. I really hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to check out the blog or the description box if you want any more information or links to the products. And if you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe right here, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone!